That's it, boys. Sonsie's back in. Sonsie's back. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Finally. Sonsie's back, boys. Sonsie is back in the game. All it took was two or three games with 30 plus disposals and a goal or two each game to get back in. So, what up, you guys? Shannon again for another episode of Hoops and Football. Today we are going to talk about the team round 12 team selection for the Giants up at Sydney at NG Stadium. Obviously, we've had 4 changes, as you can see on the thumbnail. If you clicked onto my beautiful video, probably my best thumbnail ever. So give me a shout out for that one. Hands down, probably my best one so far. 4 changes. Probably 2 we kind of expected was going to happen automatically. Obviously, with the Nate comes in and Tom Lynch comes in, we all kind of thought that was going to happen. If they were there last week, there's a good chance to bet Essendon anyway. Alrighty, so as you guys can see on the screen right now, who will be there, but I'll still run through it. A little bit surprised on some things. I'll probably talk about that as I'm going along. But yep, as you can see, Ben Miller, Gray, Nathan Broad. They're playing Gray quite deep. I was a bit surprised on that. They've moved Nick Flostone up to the forward half. So then you go Luke Traynor, Tom Brown, Nick Flostone. They put Banksy on the wing. I'm not a fan of that. I really would rather you don't put Sam Banks up on the wing. I think he's playing too good of a running halfback. And you kind of lose that. Look, Nick Flostone can play that role, but I'd rather you don't take that out for him because he's just too good as a deep defender. Look, maybe they want some speed on the wing, but I would rather you don't. I would rather have Kane McAuliffe on the wing or a McIntosh on the wing. But like I said, a lot of times with this stuff, what they do is that they say this is the team that's been selected, and then game day, they move the magnets around, and then look, Banksy might not actually be on that wing. But Meatballs go straight into the centre after one game in the reserves. Look, I don't like that. I'm a big Meatballs fan. I always have, especially when we traded him for pick 6 from Gold Coast. I was super keen to have him over here, but the problem is he's had one game, and I just got a fear that he's going to do one game, ping, and he's going to go. So, not a big fan favourite of that. I think he needed to play 2-3 weeks in the VFL to prove it. Sort of what they've done with everybody else. Hugo Ross-Smith coming off his good game, sort of semi-good game on the wing. The usual four. The first look at the four really hasn't changed much since you brought Lynch back in. So Jack Ross, Seth Campbell, Ryan Mansell, Tom Sims, Tom Lynch, and Jonty Full. And then the followers are Nate Kervis, Chaka Popper, and Timmy Taranto. So the only thing I'm really gonna beat the drum on this one. We are too slow in the middle, and I'm gonna say it every time. Dion Prestia, Jacob Popper, and Tim Taranto. It didn't work last year. You won 2 games, and now you've won 3 games this year without Dion Prestia being in that middle because you're too slow. It's gonna have to change. You're gonna have to rest Tim Taranto forward every day of the week, otherwise he's gonna kill us. So interchanges are on the interchange of the bench is McIntosh, Caleb Smith, Kane McAuliffe, Tyler Sonsie, Steely Green. So I don't know who the sub is going to be, but I'll make a guess. Guys, in the comments below, make a guess who you think the sub will be, because I eventually think it's a good idea. Maybe it's something I'll do later on, and maybe once I hit 500 subscribers, I'll do every time someone guesses it right, I'll give them a shout out in the video, and eventually maybe we'll do a free giveaway or a free sticker or something like that once I make some stickers up. Go from there. My guess will be Steely Green. I think he's a bit tired. I think the idea would be not a bad idea if it seems like it's going your right way, you inject a bit of speed. And there's a high chance it's Tyler Sonsie, which I hate if they do that to him. And then obviously the outs are Thompson Dow with that dislocated knee. Sam Lula goes out with the hamstring. Who else was there? Miles Morelli goes out admitted, and Samson Ryan goes out admitted as well. Look, I probably would have liked to have kept Miles Morelli in and give Steely Green a bit of a breather, and give Miles Morelli a chance to build up like a month worth of senior footy to see if he's really going to stay with this side and actually earn more game time than he is. Look, the positions aren't 100% guaranteed right at the starting of the siren. It could definitely change. I just have my concerns. Look, the backline's good. Miller and Gray. That Miller would take Jesse Hogan. And Gray will take whoever the next sub sort of tall speed is. So maybe a Cadman. I haven't looked at their team yet, but maybe a Cadman. Just not a fan of the Prestia straight in the middle straight away. The only thing I would like out of that is if you're going to do a Jack Ross and a Dion Prestia swap. So you bring Prestia forward, kick some goals, and maybe you do a McCain McAuliffe in the forward line, and then a Timmy Taranto swap as well, because Timmy Taranto is kicking a lot of goals. So you're going to have to find ways to make that midfield a bit faster, because if you look at the midfield, it's very slow. Like Jack Ross is quite slow. Like Kane McAuliffe has got a bit of pace to it. Sonsie doesn't have much pace, so you're going to have to find out a way to inject a bit of pace for this game. Otherwise, the Giants in that middle are just going to burn us. But guys, that's it for this episode. Just yet again, I'm going to say it again. Thank fuck. I don't like to swear, but thank fuck they're putting Tyler Sonsie in for a game. He's earned. That's a shout out to Tyler Sonsie every single day of the week. Alright guys, that's it for this episode. If you could, please like, subscribe, hit that like button. Really helps the channel out, and I really appreciate it. But don't forget, stay safe and go Tigers.